Hello, we're reading from Monster by Walter D. Myers. It's a great book just on its own, but I like it because of the story, but I also like it because of the forms that it switches back and forth between script form and um, journal form. And it has encouraged me. I started writing just in screenplay form because I wanted to write screenplays, but also because as we become a visual society, it's just easier to read script form if people want to read. I think that's going to be the dominant form of literature going forward. I just I just think so. I don't know. We'll see. Briggs. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Asa Briggs, and I will be defending Mr. King. Ms. Petrocelli, representing the state, has presented this case in very broad and grandiose terms. But you will soon see that her key witnesses are among the most self-serving, heartless people imaginable. Some of them will begin their testimony by swearing that they are criminals. You will have the unpleasant task of listening to people who have committed crimes, who have lied and stolen, and in at least one instance has been an admitted, and let me emphasize this, an admitted accomplice to murder. But in the end, you will have the opportunity to judge the state's key witnesses and to deliver a just verdict. What am I asking you to do? What I am asking you to do is just that. Judge what they bring up on the witness stand, then deliver your just verdict. Thank you. Cut the witness stand. Jose Delgado is on the stand. He's young, very well built, and articulate. Jose. I'm on until 9. The store closes at 9, so in the afternoon I either go home and grab a bite or go out for Chinese. That night I went out for Chinese. Usually I get something to eat. I get something to eat it in the back. When I went out, everything was okay. Petrocelli, what time did you leave the drugstore? 4:30, maybe 4:35 at the latest. That's Jose. Petrocelli, and what did you discover on your return? Jose, at first I didn't see anything, which I knew was weird because Mr. Nesbitt wouldn't leave the place empty. I went around behind the counter and I saw Mr. Nesbitt on the floor. There was blood everywhere and the cash register was open. A lot of cigarettes were missing too, maybe 5 cartons. Petrocelli, and did you call the police? Jose, yeah, but I knew Mr. Nesbitt was dead. Petrocelli, Mr. Delgado, are you familiar with the so-called martial arts? Jose, that's my hobby. I have a black belt in karate. Petrocelli, is that fact pretty well known in the neighborhood in which the drugstore operated? Jose, yeah, because whenever I was in a match and it made the papers, Mr. Nesbitt used to put the paper in the window. Petrocelli, did police ever visit the drugstore? Jose, sometimes they would come in and sneak a smoke. Petrocelli, nothing further. Briggs, you state that 5 cartons of cigarettes were missing. Jose, that's right. Briggs, 5, not 6. Jose, afterward I checked the inventory, it was 5. Briggs, what medical school did you attend? Jose, none. Briggs, but you said you knew that Mr. Nesbitt was dead. You were sure of it? That right? Jose, pretty sure. Briggs, sure enough to stop and do inventory before trying to help your boss? Jose, I didn't take inventory right away. I just noticed. You work in a store, you notice if something is missing. Briggs, how long did it take? Jose, pissed. I don't remember. Briggs, nothing further. O'Brien, no questions. Petrocelli, as Jose steps down. The state calls Salvatore Zinzi. Cut to Sal Zinzi on the stand. He is nervous, slightly overweight. He wears thick glasses, which he touches over and over again as he testifies. Petrocelli, Mr. Zinzi, where were you when you first became involved with this case? Zinzi, Rikers Island. Petrocelli, why were you there? Zinzi, stolen property. A guy sold me some baseball cards. They were stolen. Petrocelli, you knew they were stolen? Zinzi, yeah, I guess. Petrocelli, well, while you were at Rikers Island, Did you engage in a certain conversation with Wendell Bolden? And then we're going to find out later what happens. And with snitches and deal makers in jail, it's terrible. But there you see um, witnesses to violence and murder. And the case is starting, and we're getting into it. And I've done jury duty for a period of time. It's very similar to this. So the realism of this book is really good. And it doesn't look like black people are going to come out of this revolutionary moment we're in any better than we were. So this book is going to be relevant for years to come, unfortunately. Until next time, take care of your mind, take care of your body, and be safe.